My name is Collin Russell. We're at Starting Strength Indianapolis. So I have an unspecified arthritis condition that a few times a year would flare up really bad to where I couldn't walk normally. So I wanted to manage that. Also, just as I was getting older, I didn't want to start just sliding into poor health. There was always some knee pain, getting up and down off the floor, squatting down, certain things like that. I don't really think about that anymore. I think part of that is just the lifestyle changes. If I compare my physical activity and my diet now versus 2 or 3 years ago, it's completely different picture. I had done some strength training in my early 20s for a few months, but this is the first time in my life that I've stuck with any kind of exercise program for a very long period of time and actually measurably changed my life as a result. I think one of the most helpful things is actually on the programming side. So just having someone that can help you work through issues as they start to come up in your training. And then just having an objective eye. Even when I've tried to film my own lifts and coach things, I don't know, I can tell there's a problem, but I can't always figure out what it is. So having someone there to help troubleshoot just the mechanics to make sure that I'm lifting efficiently is huge. I think actually the more important thread, rather than the numbers, is the other symptoms I was having at the time. I just had a very strong sense of malaise, no ambition, very, very tired. I just felt completely out of whack, just totally unregulated. When I started training, my life started to kind of turn around. And after a few months, I started to feel like my old self again, where I actually had ambition at work and I'm showing up, I'm trying to achieve things. My diet's completely cleaned up for the most part. I eat really well. So I just feel really healthy and I have a lot of vitality. And that's probably the biggest thing, is just my sense of wellness is much greater than it was. And I don't even think I really believed that I had it in me to get strong. And so now, after doing this for just over a year, I feel like my potential is much greater than I originally thought. So one big benefit to starting to train is the impact that it's had on my family. My wife started training. She's super strong. She's crazy into it. My kids are 1 and 3, and they are super into lifting. I have videos of my son when he's 7 months old. I made him a toy barbell and he's trying to pick it up off the ground, and now he's walking, he'll just find things and pick them up and just start squatting, doing all this silly stuff. But the important thing is we're having conversations now about wellness and exercise and how to eat right to care for yourself. So it gives me an opportunity to lead by example and just have those conversations with my kids and model that behavior for them, which is super important in my opinion. Kids learn by watching you do what you do and not by what you say. So that was really important to me, to set a good example.